Hello, everyone's. I am here for my review of The Oval, Season 1, Episodes 24 and 25. I believe this is finale. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're returning, you one of my peoples, welcome back. So yeah, I just gotta get a few things off my chest. I spent my time taking pictures so I can have them up on the video so y'all can see what scene was going on in case y'all don't watch it or y'all just want to see what was going on. Spent all that time doing that as I was taking my notes. How about my computer or my phone was like, nah, sis, we not gonna upload to your computer for you. So I spent all that time for nothing. Which I guess is kind of good because it's less editing on my part, but still I'm mad because I did all those steps and then it was like, nah, sis, we not finna do this. Yes, I got up early today so I can watch it today because I wanted it fresh on my mind because I am known for taking down notes and still forgetting to say something because I didn't got into so what I was saying and just skipped past one part. So yeah, I just had to get it off my chest. Another thing, this could have been condensed down to an hour's episode. There was some scenes that we didn't really need, but we're gonna get into that, y'all. So yeah, assistant lady has just gotten dragged by her hair by Victoria, and she's like, "Oh my goodness, why are you dragging me by my hair?" Like, granted, I know this wig is horrible, but you don't have to grab me by it. And she was like, I would never sleep with the president. I don't even like older men. I was just telling him how Press Secretary Diane found some panties and assumed they were mine. And they were not mine. I would never do that. Now, she goes ahead and leave, and she was like, Victoria's looking at her like, you were so stupid. Like, we just got rid of Mr. Denise's blood from our mattress. Just got rid of it. And here you go trying to jump in somebody else's pants? No, sir, we can't be doing that. He said he wasn't doing nothing, but she knows her husband. We know her husband. The staff knows her husband. But he's so stupid. He was like, yeah, she went and got the panties DNA tested, but it ain't going to have, assistant press secretary DNA on it. I was like, yes, it's going to have Mistress Denise's DNA on it. And since I believe, and I could be wrong, that all the DNA databases are connected together, so when they run the DNA, it's going to pop up Mistress Denise, and they're going to wonder, why is this dead woman DNA from these panties, why were they in the Oval Office? But he's so stupid, he's not thinking that way. I'm like, really? It's going to pop up Mistress Denise, and then you're going to be looking stupid. Y'all need my cappuccino, I'm sorry. Now, Barry, he is back on a mission to find Cali. He hasn't been on this mission since the night she disappeared. Well, she got kidnapped. Now, I was wondering why he didn't call Sam the night he found out. Like, as soon as he got home, why didn't he hop on the phone with Sam? Why was he driving all over town? Because, one, you don't know what kind of car these people are in. That's the first thing. Call Sam. Sam is Secret Service, so I'm pretty sure he knows people in the FBI. He knows some people in the government who knows where the Rackadooshies are and could have went straight there, and everything. Now, there was a good chance that, once they got there, Elder Mother Marvel would have been trying to poison all the kids. But, we gotta do something. Like, why are we waiting to the very last 2 episodes to now you want to call Sam and ask him, I need your help in finding Cali? Why is that? I don't know. Let's move over to Priscilla and Jean. Priscilla is wondering what is wrong with Jean. You acting funny. You acting different, girl. What's going on? I'm your auntie and I know these things. I'm like, yeah, that's how my mama is. If I even sound remotely different, my mama knows something wrong with me. But Priscilla, she's not trying to talk. Not Priscilla, but Jean not trying to talk. Now, Priscilla assumes it is Creepy Jason being creepy as usual, but it's not him this time. It's the fact that she saw Mistress Denise's head in this doggone laundry bucket, and she hasn't gotten that out of her head. She's under the assumption that this was somebody trying to attack the president, so now she got to keep this secret, but she also has it on her mind that I didn't see this dead body, and Kyle was basically threatening me not to say anything, and I can't tell you because you gonna tell Sam. Like, she got a lot of things going on. Press secretary, she goes to Donna and's like, I have spun it with the press that New Human and Max were shot. Oh, wait a minute. What'd she say? Like, the press are all over New Human Max getting shot in Mistress Denise's shop. I've been trying my best to spin his way, and I just don't know how. He was like, oh, yeah, they was both in love with her. She was like, oh, really? So, this is what I'm thinking. So, they was both in love with Mistress Denise, and they just went to the shop and were like, I'm in love with Mistress Denise. It can't be you. No, I'm in love with Mistress Denise. Can't be you. Bam, bam. We shooting each other. Or is it like, I loved her. I can't live without her. I can't live without her. Let's just take each other out of our marriage. It's like, just because they was both in love, they was alleged to be in love with Mistress Denise. How did that explain they end up killing themselves at her shop? They can't live without her, so this is a place where she lives, so we gonna take ourselves out here. Didn't make sense at all. Like, New Human was all the way inside of the store. Max was shot outside the store. I'm no expert on guns, but I'm just thinking that the trajectory was off, because New Human was on the floor when she got shot. Max was standing up when he got shot. So I'm pretty sure if, any type of detective will realize this don't make no sense at all. I don't care if this is coming from the president's office. This just does not sound right at all. But my thing is about this whole panty situation and her sending off the panties. He's like, I can't have you do that. She was like, why? I'm getting this DNA. He tells her that, she can't be doing that. But like, if she had kept her mouth shut about sending them off in the first place, she wouldn't be in this predicament. You don't tell what you fit to do. That's like that. I never did understand why, like, when a villain in a cartoon, a movie, or what have you, they go tell their whole plan from A to B. They be like, yes, we in New York at 4 o'clock. There's going to be a robbery here on 54th Street. 7 of my guys are going to be in a red truck, in a red SUV. Across the street from that bank is a McDonald's where I'm going to be sitting there waiting all this time. You done gave all the information, so now the good guy done hopped out of these restraints and foiled the whole thing. If she should have just sent them things off and never went and told Assistant Press Secretary, yeah, I done sent your panties off to get the DNA on it. No, if you trying to do something, do it secretly. Because look where it got you, girl. But she said she wasn't going to do it, but she ends up running them anyway. Now let's move over to Sharon. A scene that I could have went without. She go there and she mad because Kareem don't want to talk about her dumping him. Like, why don't you want to talk about it? He don't want to talk about it because you didn't want to be with him. And then she mad because he didn't break up with his girlfriend. Like, you told me you broke up with your girlfriend. I lied. Like, why are you mad that he was cheating on his girlfriend when you was cheating on Barry? But then she said something that had me like side-eyeing her. She's like, well, I need my money. And he was looking like, okay, go in the back. Like, you just fired this girl, but she said I need my money. And you was like, okay, you can work here. Like, what y'all got going on over there is what I want to know. But that scene, we could have went without. It's like they were doing something that was not of pharmaceutical work. Now, press secretary, she's mad because she done left this Fortune 500 job to come work at the White House. She was recruited by Donald, and she been covering up all of Hunter's mess, and now he trying to fire her and hire her assistant who does not really know what she doing. She know what she doing, but she don't really know what she doing. Like, she mad about that. Like, what's good, Donald? You promised me this job, and all through this campaign, I've been covering up all the things he been doing. Who he been hunting on, who he been trying to hunt on, him and his wife fighting each other, the kids hating him, all those things. I kept those things on a wrap, and now he trying to fire me. Like, nah, bro, this ain't working good. Now, y'all, I was so bad. Jean, they done got word that, Raggedy Gale and Creepy Jason, they gonna be going off with Evil Sadiddy Grandma. So she done already helped Raggedy Gale with her stuff. Now it's time to help Creepy Jason. Now, I thought it was, knowledge that, none of the female staff is supposed to be alone with Creepy Jason at any time. So she trying to get his stuff together, and he just snaps. And he attacks and rapes her in the closet. And when she tries to leave, like, he talking about some, don't tell anybody because they're gonna put me away. So you wanna have all the will in the world to be attacking, slapping, choking, and beating and raping me, but you don't want to tell nobody because you don't want to get locked up. And when she does try to get away, he attacks and tries to rape her again, but he ends up choking the life out of her. I was like, I know we're not finna do this to Jean. Jean ain't did nothing to nobody. And now creepy Jason and doggone and choked her. Hopefully she's just unconscious for a minute and she's not dead. But yeah, I was so mad about that. And then to make matters worse, he just like throws her up under the bed like she an old pair of shoes. I'm like, hold up. The White House has cameras everywhere, so no one noticed that Jean went inside this room and Jean did not come out of this room. Nobody noticed that? Because she was gone for a while. Nancy Eddie, she talking about some, she got a buried child and that I didn't do right and you want to talk about who his father is. And he was like, I'm not telling, she like, I'm not telling you, Richard. He's like, well, you can take your stuff back to where you was at. She's like, my money helped pay for this house. He said, my money too. And my money ain't no cheater. She's like, did Barry help you bring those bags down? He's like, no, I did myself off all sheer hatred for you right now. She's like, well, you can take them back upstairs. He's like, okay, you stay here. I'm going to make your life a living hell. Now, somebody commented, and her name escapes me, that she got pregnant by Richard's daddy. Now, we have not heard anything about any of Richard's family. The only family of Nancy's we know about, I believe Priscilla is her cousin, and we just seen doggone it, her sister, and we now know that Pinky is her son, but like, we ain't said anything about family, but y'all, I just know it's gonna be Sam. I really do. I think Sam and doggone and Priscilla was just dating or just got married and something happened. I just know it's gonna be Sam, but like, she not telling who it is because that means it's somebody that they both know and it's going to hurt to the core. It's going to hurt two different families. Y'all, let me take a sip first. I've been waiting for episodes for this. Evil Sedity Grandma has showed up and showed out, y'all. When I tell you, I was so happy. I was so happy because she came right in and was shady, and I loved every minute of it. Now, y'all, I had to take notes, and it took me. This scene would not even 5 minutes long, but I'm telling you, it took me about 15 minutes to write everything down and rewind and make sure I got anything right. She comes in, Victoria. Victoria, how are you? I'm well. Are you? Yes, ma'am. I suppose you are. You don't look well. I'm trying to get my evil sedity grandma. She's like, I'm sorry. No, the best is this. It's the best you can do. She's like, how are things? I'm annoyed that I have to be here. She's like, I'm sorry. Thank you. Would have been better. I know I done just switched around like 4 or 5 different voices, but yeah, I was so here for it. So apparently, Victoria was out here wild and when she was, young around, Raggedy Gale's age. And Evil Sedity Grandma got her all the way together. She's talking about some, yes, we're going to be riding horses and fishing. And I'm like, riding horses and fishing my foot. You see how Victoria is scared of Evil Sedity Grandma. Now, Victoria, she is evil in the sense of, yes, Raggedy Gale, you flung yourself out this door and I didn't give you any pain medicines. But Evil Sedity Grandma is like, yes, you flung yourself out the door, but we're not going to give you no pain meds. We're going to hit every speed bump, every pothole, and I'm going to give you some medicine to make this pain even worse. That's how the evil she is. She's like, I just want to spend my days in peace. And I can't do that cleaning up your mess. Now, I know I'm all over the place with my Evil Sedity Grandma voice. But y'all, I could have went a whole episode with her. I could have went a whole episode with Evil Sedity Grandma being Evil Sedity and shady. and the whole episode with Lily, Mad Lily. I don't want scared Lily. I want Mad Lily. And we didn't even get Lily or Bobby and his beard this episode. Here's a scene that we could have went without. The Rackaducey all up in the projects. Now, they look project-esque. I'm just going to say that. So, the Rackaducey be in the projects recruiting folks. This is what we saying. And Barry just happened to hear from somebody who was in jail with him that they be over there. Okay. And Ruth just happened to be among the group. Okay. So, he runs over there. The Rackaducey, they scattered like roaches because this is what they do. Ruth scared. She don't want to know. She don't know what to do. She can't tell Bird because the highest will kill her and kill Cali. Ruth is still speaking Rackadoo. She talking about some. She's with the highest. He wants the purest of the heart. Now she kind of sound like she was, okay, and she no longer under the spell of the Rackadoo. Maybe she was just saying that this is what the highest wants, but Barry just grabs her and just pulls her into the car, and I'm like, so nobody gonna help this woman? Nobody? Barry grabs her and pulls her into the car, and it was a good 15-20 people just standing around watching, and nobody even so much as yelled, "Hey, leave that woman alone." Nothing? Nobody did that? Oh, okay. Child, assistant lady, she became press secretary, so she come in. She's like, "This is my office. Get your things and leave. I am young. You were old. I am employed. You were unemployed. Holla at me now. I won. You lost." That's basically what happened. So, this was another scene that I hollered. So, this took me a while too because I had to get these notes down straight. Press secretary Diane, she goes in because she finna leave, and Donald's like, "No, this is the exit." She's like, "I know where I'm going. It's a press conference going on. We ain't seen one of these because, Hunter ain't been doing nothing presidential." So she gets up there. "Hello, everyone. I'm here to let you know I've been fired. I have been replaced by my aide because apparently the president likes to reward young, dumb, pretty girls who get on their knees. Yes. I also had some yellow panties tested that were in the Oval Office. I know these ain't no panties. This is a bracelet I made. Y'all go ahead and roll with me. I had some yellow panties that were tested that I found in the Oval Office. And you know what? They turned out to be Mistress Denise, who was found dead. They tried to claim the 2 Secret Service members who happened to get shot, mind you, were in love with her. There was another DNA on said panties of a white male with brown pubic hairs. Oh, yes. This man ain't done nothing presidential since he got here. He hasn't taken a phone call. He has not got cabinets together. He ain't done none of those things. Now look at me. I am healthy. Nothing wrong with me at all. So if I turned up dead of some unknown circumstances, just some random, I'm just dead, I need y'all to look into everybody in here, especially him, Donald. Camera over on him. "Hey, Ellie, why don't you show them how you got your job?" Mic drop. I know I ain't seen, but mic drop. I was like, y'all, I was hollering. She told everything and then walked off. And I was like, yes, girl. I was so happy with that scene. I just couldn't do that with myself. Now, Hunter mad at Donald because he the one who hired Diane. I'm like, press secretary Diane. I'm like, no. Had you not been one bringing mistresses to the Oval Office and them leaving their panties, she wouldn't have no that. If you hadn't been trying to get with an assistant lady, none of this wouldn't happen. This ain't Donald's fault. This is because you've been trying to hunch on everything with a skirt. No. But, Kyle has to, we've been covering up. We've been doing all kind of things. And he don't fire, Donald. Now, Ellie has a plan. She done got press secretary's, medical records. So she goes out there and says she was on antidepressants and she smoked pot. She over there seeing the doctors right now, so she gonna be all right. Any more questions? I was like, okay, so she on antidepressants and she smoked pot. How does that correlate to she done told all y'all business? Now, if you said she been on some something other than antidepressants and her smoking weed, that does not correlate to she just making stuff up. Now, just because you say that does not make, some people gonna be like, oh man, people who think marijuana is, make you doing all kind of crazy stuff. Yeah, they gonna believe it. But some other people gonna be like, yeah, marijuana and antidepressants don't do that too. So they gonna believe what, Press Secretary Diana said. Now, y'all, I didn't want it to happen, but I knew it was going to happen. I knew that Victoria was some way, somehow, she was going to get his salmon. She so did. But he, stopped her, as things was going for a minute. He leaves out, and Priscilla walks up. Now, she done found Sam with his pants unzipped. And she want to know what's going on, because you done just came out of the president and the first lady's, room, which you don't be in there. So, what's going on, and why is your pants unzipped? Tell me something. I knew her not, her being like, I'm tired, and her not having sex. I knew that was going to come back and bite them. Jay Lee's Corner said it. She sure did. Now, one of the maids has been looking for Jean because she's not answering her pages, which is not like her. She hasn't seen her for a while. Like, what's good? So she goes to clean up, Creepy Jason's bedroom, and she's about to make the bed, and she feels something. It is Jean up under the bed. Y'all, I was like, please just let Jean be, unconscious. Do not let her be dead. Because a lot of people who could have been dead are still sitting here. Kyle being one of them. We not finna get rid of Do Yuma Max and doggone Jean. No. Kyle could have and should have been gone. But no, we trying to doggone take out Jean. Y'all was not here for it. So y'all, that was the gist. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It is free all day, every day, free 99. Make sure your notifications are on. So when my beautiful face puts up a video, you can click on it, you can like it, you can share it with your people, and you can come over and be one of my peoples. If you're already one of my peoples, welcome back. Y'all know what to do. Tell your people to tell their people to come over and be one of my peoples by clicking that icon above. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.